we're going to go into our training session. So if you're a guest here, you can stay on and kind of look at what kind of training and mentorship training that we do. For the team members, definitely take notes. We have an amazing, explosive speaker today that's going to be coming on, and definitely take notes because you will learn a lot of good stuff. I'm going to actually open, as you see, my screen is really active here. But I want you to please put your hands together and welcome our newest shareholder and six-figure ring earner. She just qualified for executive director and a shareholder, and she's already was a six-figure ring earner with Xperia Financial Group, and one of our first team members who hit a six-figure in 6 months from her coming on board. So please, guys, welcome Miss Carmen Hornberger.
Yes. Yeah.
Hey.
Carmen, you there?
I'm here.
Awesome.
I'm here. I'm ready. How you guys doing? Thanks for that introduction. Thanks for that introduction, buddy. You're getting better and better with that every day, every week.
Yeah, I practice. Try to do it.
I know. You're looking great. What do you want for me to cover today?
You know, I saw one of your training that you did actually on TV, on Fox News, and you were a guest on the channel. They had you as a guest for almost 2-3 months. How many months were there? Every month you went in and you did Ask the Expert. And the 40-40-40 plan training that you did was amazing. If you can do that, that'd be like amazing for everybody kind of see. If you're good.
I'll do that.
Yeah, awesome.
I created this. I created this slide, or not these actual slides, but I created this concept of these slides, and I named this particular illustration or presentation the 40-40-40 trap, because I saw how many people were calling into the retirement division liquidation line. Basically, it was the policy holder, like retirement line, and they were calling in and they were asking questions, obviously, about their retirement. And then, that was also a line that we took requests in for people to liquidate their accounts. And I saw drastically a couple of things happening. I saw how people really didn't understand how the taxation and qualified plans work, and they really did not understand the type of plan they had. Meaning, people that had Roth IRAs thought that they had 403Bs, and people that had pension plans or KEO plans, they thought that they had Roth IRAs, right? So this whole thing was just all, this whole retirement planning model, when I looked at it from a bird's eye view, was just all screwed up to me. Okay, I'm sorry, that's a bad word, but let's just deal with it, because this is why I can talk the way I want to talk now, because I'm not in corporate America. So you just have to deal with it. So the 40-40-40 trap. Okay. So what is this thing? What is this trap all about? Well, the trap is working 40 hours for 40 years, to paying up to 40% in taxes. So what's the problem? The problem is pretty much what I hear, what I hear from my clients. The majority of my clients are about 40. The average age is about 42, 43. And they pretty much all think the same thing. The majority of them. The problem is that people think that they are going to, retire with enough to live on, and the myth is obviously, right, that's absolutely not true. But this is the main part of the myth, is that they think that their tax bracket will be lower 25 or 30 years from now than it is today, which is absolutely false. And we're going to get into why that is in a second. But what is the solution? Let the insurance companies finance your retirement. Let them pay you the guarantees that you and your family deserve, so that you can, look up, when you're, 65 and, or 60, so you can look up. So
you want your payment.
So that, so that when you look up, you'll have some money to actually fall back on that you don't have to pay taxes on. So let me blow this out. a little bit there. Okay, check this out. Okay, don't these people look happy, right? They're cute. They look all happy right now, right? So they just got hired. They got their benefits booklet, tight to their chest, and they're happy because they just got hired, and now they're about to go home and pick out their benefits. Well, the thing is that the most important benefit that they have to elect is one of the most important benefits that the majority of Americans, as a matter of fact, over 46% of them don't even have a clue on how their retirement plan works. So another passion that I have is employers having at least some form of a fiduciary responsibility to their employees as far as the 401k or as far as their retirement is concerned. Because, right, it's the most important benefit. However, people that invest in it, they end up looking like this because they don't understand it. So it's devastating Americans contribution by contribution. And this is how I actually need to update the slide. As on record, it's about 405 Americans that have invested to date since 2001 in some form of a qualified plan. This is pretty much how they look, or how they end up looking, because anybody that invests in these qualified plans, it doesn't even matter how much. If people intend on paying themselves the same amount of income that they paid themselves when they were working, right, in their 40s and 50s, the sad truth is that they're going to run out of money anywhere between 72 and 75, or sometimes sooner. So, right, I mean, the majority of my clients, they feel betrayed. They've lost hundreds of thousands of dollars, and I'm sure that you all, can only imagine, when you think that you're going to, retire in the spring of 2025, and you can't because you've lost over 34% of your account. I mean, how would you feel? So, are you guys still there? Because you're awfully quiet, man, because I'm almost done.
We will feel betrayed, Carmen, betrayed.
We are.
Thank you
We are
so
very
much.
much.
Thank you so much for your feedback, Lorraine. Yep, you're right. So this is, just a slide, about a little bit about my firm, and I don't even know why I got this here, but this is about me, and pretty much how I've been, my career in the money business, and how long I've been evaluating, how Americans need to have some type of, other option outside of retirement. So what if we really knew, right? What if we really knew, if we started, with $5,000 or $10,000 when we're in our 20s, and we grow this thing to over $1 million by the time we're 62? The average person doesn't even really look at how much taxes that we're paying over time. So, obviously, we're looking at about $400,000, and that doesn't even include the fees inside of the 401k. This is just taxes. People that attend my IUL calls, they know that the average fees inside of an average 401k that a person has been investing in for 17 years with an average payment of either $300 to $500, they're going to pay about $193,000 in fees. The fees alone in these plans are enough to send 2 children in the US to college. It's quite ridiculous. Okay, so this is pretty much the breakdown on these plans. A lot of people don't know this, but these plans have not been around, forever, guys. So don't stop being fooled and, just totally bamboozled, right? Because before 1971, everybody had a retirement plan. It was absolutely free. It was called years of service. If you worked for ABC company, and you worked there for 34 years, and you left there and your salary was $145,000, then guess what? If your take-home pay was $5,800 after taxes, that's what you got every single month until you died. That's called a years of service plan. Now they're taking that away. I dare you to walk into FedEx or UPS, and, well, I don't know, maybe UPS, but I dare for you to walk into just a regular Joe Schmo company or Domino's and think that they're going to pay you a pension plan when you get up out of there in 11 years. They're going to laugh at you. So this is pretty much the, the background history on the IRA, right? It's you know, these plans were merely started like right after the Great Depression. And the only reason for their whole, you know, pretty much existence is to refund the is to tax us middle Americans and make it legal. In order to do that, which just creates more of a surplus for their corporations, for their CEOs, for their executives to fund their salaries and to line their pockets. It's pretty much the hardcore truth of why qualified plans were even created. They most definitely were not created to help the middle class retire. That is a joke. Is an absolute joke. So here's how the here's how the breakdown works. Okay, so the plans, all of these plans, I didn't even put the IRA and the 401k on there because everybody pretty much knows that those are tax, you know, pre-tax plans, but they're not on here. But obviously we can add the 401k and the 403 and the IRA on here. So all of these plans are pretty much taxed up to 36%. Up to, mind you, I said up to, right? So if anybody on the call makes anywhere between 85 to makes anywhere between 80 to 100,000, you're probably in a 28% tax bracket. So this 36% tax bracket goes up on income pretty much over about 350,000, right? So congratulations if anybody on the phone is at that income. It's because sometimes it's a good problem to have a tax problem. Just ask Grant Cardone. Okay, 10% penalties, right? Everybody knows about the 10% penalty on withdrawals before 59 and a half, right? So these jokers are taxing you if you need your own money before a certain age, and then I'll be doggone, they're taxing you if you don't take your money by a certain age. So a lot of my clients, they don't even know what this 10% RMD is. But well, I mean, I know everybody on this call does. So, right, it stands for required minimum distribution. So everybody can Google what this year's required minimum distribution is. I think it's, I think the age is 72 and a half. Somebody correct me. So what that means is that if you have a bunch of qualified plans, or maybe you just got one of them, and you forget to take at least 10% out of that total balance of all those qualified plans, they're going to tax you another 10. They're going to tax you another 10% on top of your ordinary withdrawal tax rate. So if your tax rate is 36%, they're going to tax you. You're going to get taxed up to 46% on that withdrawal if you're 73 and you live in the state of Missouri and you didn't take out 10% of your retirement accounts.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yep, and that's just the way that it is, buddy. That's why, guys, we have an unbelievable job to do, because we've got how many baby boomers are turning 64 or 65 each and every day? These people don't even have a clue on how to even protect and save the money that they've worked hard for. They don't even understand that they've got to pull out 30,000 from out of a $300,000 qualified plan. They may not even know how many qualified plans they have, because mind you, they may have had a 403b combined with a just a regular IRA, and they may not know it, they may not understand it. This 529 plan is an absolute joke. My girlfriend invested $64,000, or saved rather $64,000 for 2 children, guys. Mind you, 2 children, not, they ain't rich. For 2 children. Do you know that she went to apply for financial aid, and they denied it, Imrana, for all 3 children? The
Wow.
other one wasn't even, the other one wasn't even eligible for college yet until the next year. She has a set of twins, and then she has a 17-year-old about to go to college. They denied financial aid for all 3 of the children. So
Wow.
don't get caught up, guys, in this 529 plan when we all pass our Series 65 test and think that we're gonna go out and sell some easy policies, because this thing right here is a joke. Do not sell 529 plans, and don't, this is a big conversation piece for your clients. I did it, and so the reason why the financial aid got denied, guys, is think about it. The federal government, it's like right, it's like you make too much money, you can't qualify for welfare. You're right over the poverty line, right? So you save too much in a 529 plan, and that means you're rich. So you can't, so why do you need help with paying for college if you've got $64,000 in funds saved? So it's like they slap your wrist. It's like you can't win for losing,
Oh, great point. Great point. Because a
So
lot,
that's how I do it.
yeah, if you have the money, then you can't get the scholarship, right?
Right.
You still
Right.
have to pay out of pocket. So if you have good students, now you are really slapped on your hands to why did you raise good kids with good good marks and good scores, and
Mhm.
so you are, and then you can't use that 529 for anything else besides education.
Right. Exactly. So it's just guys, it's just not a good, these aren't good plans to invest in long term at all. So let me just explain these plans and what they are, and who pretty much invest in them. So the 403B is for teachers and universities, any friends that you have that work at colleges, all of them pretty much have 403B plans. The 457 plans are for your state and government workers, your postal delivery people. They invest in 457 plans, or commonly known as TSPs. And the 529 plans are for the college savings plan. The only difference between a regular IRA and a 401k, the taxation is the same. All of these plans are all tax deferred, and they balloon up on you, whenever it's time for you to pay your taxes. And what was I going to say? I just lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, the only difference between the IRA and the 401k is that you invest in your retirement in the 401k through payroll deduction. In an individual IRA, you can just walk into an Ed Jones branch and just open one and write a check, and then you'd be done. A 401k, you actually invest through payroll deduction through a employer. And the last slide is the solution, right? So all the agents on here, we pretty much know what the solution is. I did an IUL side by side, Jamil, with a is Jamil on here?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm right here.
Jamil, I did a side by side today, right before the call, on because I know you do because you write policies all across the doggone board. So I'm gonna tell you about this one. So I did one today, and the lady told me that she was investing in Gerber's Grow Up plan. Here, I'll just get it off of because I'm done with this. I'll get it off of here for a second. I'll tell you what I want to tell you. And so she invested in Gerber's Grow Up plan. She told me. I said, okay, so just like entertain me, right? When I get clients to talk to me, I'm doing something else. I'm paying bills, or I'm doing something else. I just wanted to. I knew all about the plan. I had already Googled it. I just wanted her to talk to me about it. and so she started talking to me about it. She said, in the Gerber Grow Up plan, you pay. They've got three of them. They've got a basic. They've got a something, and then they've got a superior. I don't know, but she was in the basic plan, buddy. So she paid $80 a month for 16 years, guys. I want for you to listen to this closely. For 16 years, Gerber told her that after 16 years, she should have almost $16,000 saved, Imrana. And she did. I did the math. I'm getting very, very good at math. So I took $960. Just guys, just old-fashioned stuff that you got to do with clients. You got to make the light bulb go off in their head with what they're doing with their money, because I've been there too. I'm much better now, but they just don't get it. So 960 multiplied by 16 years is almost 16,000. So what the Gerber basic plan was, at the time the child reaches 16 years old, they give them an extra $4,000 for college. I said, what do you mean?
That's it.
That's, I said, that's,
Nothing.
what else are you getting? Sheila. She said, well, that's all I'm getting for what I said, wait a minute. I said, so for 16 years, you've taken 900, yep, right, Shalonda, you've taken $960, which isn't a whole lot, but guys, I want to show you the power of compound interest and what you got your hands on. And I said, so every year they're taking your money and they're only giving you 4,000 at the end of the rainbow. Guys, I did a side by side with her and putting $960. $960 a year in an IUL until the child was 16. Not only did the child have $22,000 in cash, but at 16, she no longer was making payments, right?
Right.
Tell me why.
Right.
Tell me why at the age of 55, the child had premiums or loans that they can take out of $34,000 every single year for 25 years. And this lady, when I showed this lady that she missed out, Jamil, on about $680,000 worth of tax-free income for her child,
Wow.
she couldn't
So,
believe. I got
wow.
I got the illustration right here. I can show it to you.
Yeah, sure.
Please, thank you.
Yeah, I'd love to see that. Love to see
Great
that.
meeting.
So, guys, this is what we have our hands on. You do, 5, 6 of these, it's just a numbers game.
Yep.
Get back into your clientele. You got some seniors, Franklin, that you sold, health to, that are over the age of 55, that are done, contributing to their, retirement. Talk to them. Talk to them about their grandkids. Talk to them about their grandkids, guys. Okay, I'll just bring up this one. Yeah, talk to them about their grandkids.
Oh yeah, because the parents can, the grandparents can set up their grandbabies if they missed out on their kids, right? They can set up their grandkids with the same stuff.
And they won't feel like all is lost, I figure I'll go into here in case I wanted to change some things around. I can be in control a little bit better.
That's perfect.
Yeah, so we're gonna, this is the lady at Alexandria, and this is Little Will. And let me go in here and look at this. Let me see, I did 2 of them. So this one was at 80. I think the other one, 34. Yeah, let me see this one. Come on. Okay, can you still see my screen?
Yep.
Yes.
So the child right now is already 14. So this is 14 years wasted. So I took it all the way back to Little Will being 1 and her comparing this to an IUL saving until the child was 17. So let's take a look at this. Let me go back up here so you guys see I'm not cheating. So I
Carmen,
did.
are you able to zoom in just a little bit?
Yeah, but I don't want to take it out of the view for people. Can you blow your screen up?
Okay, let me try that. Thank you.
No, it's okay. I'm here. I'm blowing it up
Yes,
now.
yes, I'm able to. Thank you.
It's good.
Okay.
It's good.
There you go. I made it bigger though. So so guys, I ran this B to A, right? So you already know when you run an IUL illustration, don't get to talking about this as in death. This is a face amount, and sure, it says a death benefit, but this is what regulates the cash inside the policy. This is and the way you sell it is this is what you're trying to get them qualified for. So throughout this policy, as I'm illustrating it, this policy should produce at least $120,000 worth of cash. And this is how you guys need to sell it, because this is what the client needs to understand, because they need to know what they're buying and what they're investing in. If any money is left over from the withdrawals that they took out of the policy over a 25 or 30-year period, this is the end of the rainbow gift for the heirs. But we don't sell this at all as being a death benefit policy. This is a cash accumulation policy. It compounds quickly. Obviously, the earlier that you start. So let's check this out. So really quick, because it's already 7:30. You guys may have a question for me. So let me go down here just really quick. Right, this is about age 17. So here's the 22 grand. Right, that she's trying to get, plus they're gonna give her an extra 4. Okay, woo, big whoop. She's like, so I would be missing out. I said, yeah, girl, all this. I said, you stopped up here. I said, all this income down here. I said, we probably be dead. I said, but look at all this that this baby has. Look at all this that you're giving up. Look at all this income. This is over $600,000 worth of tax-free income with you making a payment. With
Holy smokes.
Yeah, a payment over 40 years ago. She stopped making a payment over 40 years ago with this thing.
That's the power of compounding.
That's it. I told her in this account, every 4 to 5 years, her money should be doubling in this account. She said, out of just $80 a month. I said, yeah, $80 a month.
Huge. Guys, understand this is the value proposition that you have to show for some of the team members that have come from the final expense or just selling life insurance. You're used to selling just the death benefit. Okay, for 100,000, it's going to cost you $25-$50, and you're trying to give them the lowest price.
Yeah, me too.
We're not doing price here. We're not doing death benefit. We're doing price over value over price. And that's the value you're going to show. Instead of $25.36 a month, look at the $600,000 for $80 a month.
She couldn't believe it. She was so upset. But guess what? I got her IUL application right here, because I was able to uncover. I said, well, how much life insurance do you have? The way that the Gerber's Grow Up Step Up plan works, guys, is that, do you know that they put the $20,000 death benefit on the adult? So they put the $20,000 on the adult, but they call it a Gerber's Grow Up plan. If she dies prematurely while she's contributing the $80 a month, then the child gets the death benefit. I said, that's the college gift? I said, oh my God, seriously? I said, so how much life insurance do you have? She said, well, all I have is the Gerber plan. Boom. I wrote her with the IUL, $300 a month. She didn't even blink at it after I showed her what she missed out on her kid.
Huge, guys.
Wow.
Imrana, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Just to add to Carmen's discussion about the 529 plan, everybody has to understand that the 529 plan was not developed for middle income families. They were not. They were basically developed, and this, you can research this. It was developed for high income families to funnel wealth, and tax-free, obviously. So it was not developed for people like you and I who are not multi-millionaires. This was a generational legacy plan. It's called dynasty plans, basically, for millionaires, multi-millionaires to funnel money for estate planning for their grandkids and all of that, where they can go attend Duke and Harvard. It's not for people that are middle income. Just to give you an idea, this is like a 2012 report. They found, there was a research done, and they found that the federal government spends $1.6 billion every year subsidizing college savings plans for wealthy families. And that could give 288,000 Pell Grants for low-income students. That's the amount of money being funneled from mostly wealthy families to their kids and grandkids.
Mm-hmm.
So we all have to understand what the purpose of that plan is. And also these middle income people are putting money away, supposedly saving it for their children's college plan. But what they fail to realize, and what I don't think very many people really talk about, is that they can lose everything depending on the year. What if it's a stock market crash that year? And you can lose up to 40-50% of your entire savings. That poor kid is not going to have enough money for college. And all you've been doing is putting money into this plan, just like they told you to put money into the plan.
Mm-hmm.
But this is a really good discussion to show them that this doesn't lose money. 529s lose money. This is built for everyone. 529s are built for the uber wealthy.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Huge.
Yeah. Any questions on this slide, on this illustration, guys, before I take it down?
Robin, you had a question? Go ahead.
I do. I'm, just trying to learn, the IUL. So at the age of 17, when she stops making the payments, the money, from what I'm looking at, the money is just going to sit there and grow until he's 55. That's what's going to give him that
Yeah.
income.
Can you believe? Yeah.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to clarify that.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah, because guys, the whole gist that I made Alex C. That was the young lady's name, Alex C. I kept coming back to her I kept coming back to me asking her the question, but Alex, when did you stop making a payment? Because numbers don't lie.
Yep.
Contribution stopped when the child turned 17. She's like, well, how did all of this money keep getting created? I said, it's the waterfall. I said, the method is called the waterfall method. The action is called compound interest.
Yep.
The how is the waterfall. I mean, the how is the compound interest. The what is the waterfall method. And this is what children need. So if anybody doesn't have any questions, I'm gonna stop sharing my screen on this one. This is just a regular illustration. This is ran from increasing or A to B, however you want to say it. And you can run them both side by side. You're pretty much gonna see the same numbers. If you run them, increasing or A to B, as long as you still get here. As long as you still get 22,187 equal, as long as your surrender value in year 17 is the same as your account value, then you've done the right illustration and you've came up with this death benefit. Then you're good. Also, guys, another thing about IUL illustrations. Can I say one more thing, buddy?
Yeah, you're the speaker, buddy.
Okay, another thing, guys, about IUL illustrations, a lot of people have trouble understanding surrender values and how they work. It's very easy. The average IUL has a 10-year surrender value. Okay, so why how do surrender values work, and how do you know when you don't owe the insurance company any money? You know you don't owe the insurance company any money when the surrender value and the account value are equal.
Yep.
In this particular case, this little baby was so young, their surrender value and their account value really don't equal up until, because of an $80 premium, it really doesn't equal up until age 16. But who cares? It's just an $80 premium. What I'm saying is more so, well, I mean, we care, but more so the thing is I'm just trying to do this as an educational thing. So this is how you sell or educate on 10-year surrender value, right? This is how you calm the client down. Oh, well, I need access to my money. Well, what if I need? I mean, but that's fine, Mr. and Mrs. Client. You can, as long as you don't take out 90% of your account value in whatever surrender year that you're in, then you'll be good. But let's just say you wanted to terminate the contract in year 6. Well, you would walk away with $4,600 instead of $4,900. So
Yep.
this is a difference. If anybody could whip out their calculator, the insurance company would just keep the difference of the 4,900 and the 4,600. So about $400.
Right.
That's it, guys. No more, no less. And people understand this. Just let them know, just similar to a annuity, you have access to your money each and every year that you have a profit. Because they're going to have a profit in this IUL each and every year if you set it up to fund it properly. So that's all I wanted to say. I wanted to make note of the 10-year surrender value and kind of explain it, and how you can explain it to your client, and they can, you know, and they can get it there. I can understand why, if I canceled in year 3, why you're keeping about $890 of my money. I can understand that from looking at this.
Yep.
That's the way my brain works. So that's it. I just wanted to say that.
That's huge. That's huge. Imrani, you had a homework.
Yeah, thank you so much, Carmen. There's a reason why she's great at what she does. And one of the reasons why, and she will agree, we will all agree, that she
Yes.
has practiced. She has practiced. She has ran many illustrations. Therefore, she can speak passionately about it because she understands the numbers. And if you have not run an illustration on a child before, you will never develop that kind of passion. You will never be able to sell a policy as easily as she does because you just don't get it yet. So I have homework for all of you. Please go out there, find three kids, and it could be your own kids, your nephews, your nieces, grandchildren, whomever, or your friends' kids, your best friends' kids. Go and run a policy on them for practice. Plug in the numbers, their ages, and everything, and learn how to decipher an illustration. There is no way, if you understand how to present a child's illustration correctly with an amount that the parent can afford, that you can't sell these $1 million babies left and right.
Yep.
Because kids are a different thing. Kids are very sensitive to parents, so you can easily sell them. So that's your homework, everyone. Thank you for hanging on. Thank you, Carmen, for an amazing training. I'm sure everyone was affected by it. Anyone want to say, thank you to Carmen? That was amazing.
Thank you, Carmen. That was amazing.
Carmen, that was
What
amazing.
they said.
Well, you're always amazing.
Awesome job, guys.
Carmen.
Awesome job, Carmen.
Thank you. Yeah, please,
Nice
guys,
job.
run 3 illustrations for 3 kids and practice on it. So awesome job, guys. Have an amazing week. Check on all the other trainings that's coming up, and have an amazing night. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Raza.
Thank you, guys.